What's up, everybody? EastPhilly here. If you didn't notice, I got a second camera. That's actually my old camera. This is a new camera. And my old camera's about to die. So that kind of sucks. But I figured I'd take the new camera out for a test ride and see how it goes. At some point, I'm going to do a comparison between the two. Really, there's not much to compare. It's the same exact body and controls, but the 4 that I'm using as my main camera now just has some extra features and some better specs. So there's really not much to compare. We'll see how the quality looks. It's not very bright out right now. It's an overcasty day. So on a nice day, I'll hold both of them next to each other, and I'll do the same exact resolution in frames per second, and we will see a side-by-side comparison to see if there's really a difference. I'll make sure all the settings are the same, and we will do that. I can tell you right now, I'm going to hate trying to sync these videos up. It's gonna be terrible. But I'm gonna work on that so that I get some cool footage, and hopefully I'll get some better video for you. Oh, that camera died, so you'll just get regulars for now. Get it? Let's go the scenic route. In Philly, when you want the bus to come quicker, you stand out in the middle of the street. I haven't done a talking video in a while. Well, I mean, I did a couple of them all in one day. But since then, I was kind of, I can't find my old batteries for the GoPro. My regular GoPro batteries for this one. So I had to use the extended battery, and I couldn't make any talking videos. So I was thinking of going back to the microphone just to do some tests and see what the sound quality differences are, if there's like a good sound quality difference or anything. And a couple of days ago, I accidentally ripped out the what side is it? This side. The mini USB jack. Not rip it out. I punched it in. I guess I had it plugged in to charge, and I must have hit something and just pushed it all the way in. So now I can't charge the camera while I'm riding or while it's being used. And that's the same port that the Sena or your external microphone would hook into. Can't add a microphone to that camera to get audio that way. I have to just use the regular microphones. So if I wanted to, say, listen to music, or have it on low, or have my GPS on, or whatever, while I'm making a talking video, a vlog, I would have to use an external mic. I just hated using external mics after a while. I just didn't like having to do the setup and messing with the wires and the routing and all that crap. When it got punched in, I could still use the built-in microphones, but there was no way for me to add audio. Idiots. An external audio source. That's what I'm thinking of words. And like I was saying, if I didn't do as many vlog type videos like this where I'm talking into the camera while I'm riding, it wouldn't have been a big deal. It wouldn't have been any deal. The only problem was I wouldn't have been able to charge it while riding. I'd have to keep extra batteries, and I'd probably just get a couple extended batteries to put on it. And that wouldn't be a problem, but I do like doing these talking videos and all that, so, and I have the Sena thing that I paid for. I figured I might as well get something new to do it. Also, there's like a ton of extra like frame rates and all that on the Hero 4. It's just a better processor, I guess. And I have these new SanDisk Extreme cards to use that I can actually do the 4K by 30 or whatever. So like I said, there's a couple of side-by-side comparisons I can do between the 4 and the 3 black. This isn't a true traffic circle. Between the 4 and the 3 black, in terms of frame rate and resolutions. So I'll do some side-by-side comparisons. I know there's like 4K by 24, 1440 by 48. I think I'd still want in the new one, but it might just be 60 and 80. I don't know. 1080p by 60 is an easy one to compare, because most people will actually be able to see the difference in that. I think. I'm going to turn right on. I gotta say, these new tires, I don't know if I made the tire video, but the new tires are definitely make me a lot more confident in my turning and leaning. I don't know if you can tell that in this traffic circle. Does it go all the way over there? Yeah. That's a secondary topic to talk about. There's 2 videos I have now of me. I think both of them are right turns. Where I turn, and it's a tight turn, and I wind up either crossing the double yellows. I'll say I did it safely because I could have just stopped directly before crossing over the double yellows. But since there was no cars coming, I decided it was okay to just cross over, so I didn't just like stall out and mess up the people behind me. And one where I went off the shoulder. Both were tight turns, and I've never really been super confident with turns. And I think what's happening is when I'm leaning the bike, I'm leaning it under me and I'm keeping my body upright. So you can see I'm kind of not angled with the bike there, compared to this where I'm angled with the bike. And I think that's a big thing for why, because I could still keep myself upright, but when I do that, I tend to push my weight on the opposite hip. So if I'm turning right, I keep my weight on my left hip, and it keeps the bike from turning more. Where if I push down with the left hip as I turn, if I turn left, I push down on the left hip, it lets the bike dip more. And I think that's the big problem I was having with that, was I was keeping myself upright, which isn't bad, but I wasn't letting the bike fully turn. So I'm letting myself get a little more confident in that, like right now. And I can definitely tell a huge difference when I'm doing that. That the bike's just leaning under me, and it's a lot better. I'm letting the bike get down a lot more. I'm looking through the turn, and the bike just goes. And part of it is my confidence in these tires over the old ones. I don't know, they just feel softer and grippier. I can tell that it's more planted while I'm sitting on it, rather than the old ones, which I guess kind of felt like they were more on top of the road than sticking to the road. I don't know, but I definitely feel like I'm learning the turning more by putting my hip into the turn of it, rather than just turning the bike under me and kind of being stiff. And one of the things with all that is I don't really have places to practice those types of turns that are like safe. So I was just doing it in there. I was doing the circle, and I shouldn't really be doing that in a park, but there wasn't that many cars in there. There is a hairpin turn on my way to work, but it's on the highway, and there's like a lot of oil on the ground, and you can't see around the corner at all. So I might wind up turning fast through it and smacking right in the back of a car or something. The two places that I wound up going over. Come on, dude. What are you doing? I'd say there's more that I couldn't see around the corners as easy, but that was really no reason why I went over the lines. It was mixture of target fixation and my inexperience with those. So I'm not going to say, oh, it was the bike or it was the road or something. That was fully me. But I'm saying there's nowhere for me to practice that a lot where I can get better at it and work on it without riding like half an hour to 3 hours away. I'm sure there are places around me I can find that are kind of more secluded that I can practice. So maybe if I go over to the next state over, I can find something, or I don't know, I can find an alternate way to go to Cabela's or whatever that'll be a bit better for me to learn stuff and words. I'm hungry. You know what? Both times I messed up on my turn, I blame 77 TikTok. He was behind me. I was trying to give him a good view, and I just wasn't paying attention. I was trying to stick the butt out because I know he likes the butt, and I blame him. So there's going to be a couple things. I want to definitely do videos like this where if I actually remember to charge the battery, you'll get 2 views of my ride. Or I'll do, most likely I'll probably keep this camera in my car, or keep that as more of a dash cam for my car. I had the suction cup mount in my car for that, and I was doing that for a long time. Anytime I was in my car, I would videotape just because I don't trust people in Philly. But I don't ride my car as much, and I would forget to take it across. The one time I actually did get hit in my car, I had it on film, but it was in bumper-to-bumper traffic on the highway, and the guy just let off his brake and bumped into the back of my car. And he didn't even hit my car, he hit my bike rack, because he was in a pickup truck. And my bike rack has foam on it, and it just shifted on the trunk. And it wasn't a big deal. Well, that's pretty much it for this vlog. Kind of went off on some tangents, but that's okay. I'll probably edit it. I'll try to edit it tonight because I want to see how the quality of it looks. I'm using 1440 by 80 frames per second, and I know that nobody's computer can really look at that, at least not through YouTube. So that doesn't really matter. I don't know if I can upload 1440 by 60 on YouTube. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. If you liked to give it a like, if you disliked to give it a dislike, and if you did dislike it, please let me know in the comments why, so I can make this channel better for both you and me. Again, I'm East Philly, and I'll see you all next time. Where are you gonna go, blue car? Where are you gonna go? Fucking asshole. No. You got hit, dog.